think they should be something as a junior and senior in high school.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
You have to pass it. And if you take it very far, it should be required. One of them required credits. It's plain and simple. Balancing a checkbook,
Well, we like
dishes, learning how to unplug a brain cell. There's certain things that trade schools that we don't learn anymore because we push college. You know what? I don't need to know X minus Y times 7 to the 8th power is 8.
They're coming back.
I need to know how to belt it. I need to know how to not use the whiteboard. There's certain things
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to People in the Boxes. It's Thursday night, y'all. It's Thursday night, 11/9, November 9th, guys, 2023. Let's do it. Let's have a fun one. This one, I mean, I made a joke about it, but it could get contentious. This could get heated tonight, Tonight's topic, you never know what people's opinions are on this kind of thing. What is it that you should look like? What your style is, the hair, the clothing, do you want do we remember when we popped the collars, that came back for a few minutes, let's get into it, guys. There's so much. This is actually a pretty rich topic. So let's have some fun with it. And we want to hear your opinions. We've got all of our co-hosts in the back. We're going to bring them up just a second. But definitely come and share your thoughts and opinions and come up on screen if you want. We're going to pin the links here where we can. And share with your friends. Evidently hitting the space bar puts me in the backstage by accident. Anyway, share this with your friends and smash the like button. Not just hit the like button, smash it out, smash it up. And let's bring up our lovely co-hosts. We've got Sir Steve-O, we've got Kim Axtell, we've got Melanie, the 42710 family, and we've got Jason, the man, the boss man, Jason the boss man. Now, we got to upgrade his title. Like, Jason, listen, I'll get my quota of rolls in as soon as I can, man. I'll do it. My fingers are bleeding, boss. Nah.
Yep.
We do want to. I want to get into that, see how the job's doing for sure. But we'll just in order from where you were in the backstage. Steve-O, how you doing, bro? That kind of rhymes.
Doing real good. It's funny that we're going to be talking about these types of things about fashion, things of that sort. When I'm looking at myself right now, and I'm like, I look exactly like I did in high school without the beard. T-shirts, long hair.
But the hair,
grow a beard to save my life.
That's what I mean. The hair is a lot different for you, though. Like when I was in school, it was a lot different. But
had you ever switched styles?
Have you always been t-shirt and jeans, or did you ever have like a job where you were, tie or anything?
No,
I
I
Steve-O
always
working
wore a
with.
uniform for my.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Uniform. You
I
said?
always wore uniforms. I always wore uniforms, so pretty much in the evenings it was just whatever it was that I was going to lounge around in, since I
Right.
worked pretty much till bedtime. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, even my hair is pretty much the same, except my hair was a lot longer back then, and I actually wanted to dye gray streaks in it back then.
Isn't that funny how it changes, huh?
Is it me or is Steve-O, your audio sounds great, but your video is like lagged a little bit.
It is
That's why I kept
delayed.
talking
Yeah.
on you there. My
Okay,
bad.
let me go out. I'll be right back. See you
Yeah, I
guys.
might fix it. Yeah, it was working fine last time. Yeah, let's we're gonna get into it, but I want to say hi to everybody first. Jason, you're outnumbered, so I'll ask you first. How are you?
Doing really good.
How's the job?
Doing really good. It's going really well. It's rolling these things all day long, every day.
Ooh, look
Today
at these
I
guys.
did
Let's pull them up.
73 or 74 of these. They're 3-gram cannons rolled out of element rice papers. We can't keep them on the shelves at the dispos. They're selling left and right.
They really look amazing, even though I'm not a joint guy. Like honestly, I'll be perfectly honest. I've been handed like a blunt here and there recently at events and things, and it just does not look pleasing. It doesn't look tasty at all. It looks like a crumpled up, like a crumpled up dog turd, or maybe like a clay, like when your kid would make a clay snake, but that snake would get dried up, and you'd have this like not clay, but like Play-Doh, the Play-Doh snake. Anyway, I don't know why that came to mind, but it sounded right.
Nice glass tubes, and so.
How much does one of those run?
It depends on the dispensary, but right now you can find them on sale for about $28. Which ain't bad for 3 grams. So
wow,
and it's hand ground flour. It's top shelf buds.
Sure.
So it's not like it's shake or trim or
not
anything like
swept
that.
up off the floor.
Yeah, no, we sit there and break it down, and then we actually use the whack-it grinders. We use the raw Fat Boy rollers. So,
nice.
But no, it's goes through a 10-point inspection before they get put into a tube. So.
Well, I'm gonna hit my dragon egg here. We're 4 minutes late again. I keep forgetting about 7:10, but yeah, cheers, y'all. Happy 7:10 in Mountain Time. Melanie, how are you? I know we were all talking to you. I hopefully things went smoothly with the needles and such.
It's fine.
Well, I mean,
that might sound suspect.
I thought about going a different way, like
you can say it's fine. I had spine injections today, and they were they were a little worse than the ones I've had before. So I am okay.
It's like an epidural kind of thing, like
yeah, basically,
but not the same thing.
Yeah, yes and no. Yeah, so it's like that, but I had to have pretty much 3 of them because they had to go from both sides this time, and then from the so. It was the first time I hollered out, and I've been there 10 years, so it hurt a little bit, but it went away. So now it's just the soreness, and then hopefully it'll be better. I did want to say hello to everybody in the comments because we have not gotten to any of those. And as far as tonight, to hat or not to hat?
That's what. Yeah, I went opposite with it.
That's the question.
Yep, I went opposite with it. Hi, Charlene. What's up, John Doe? What's up, Joe Kelly? Jeremy Elliott? What's up, everybody? Kim, you're always so quiet. I have to force Kim to talk, kind of like when Keisha comes up. It's like, all right, Kim, let's hear it.
I'm just patient. I listen to everybody, and
me too. I like to. I run the ship, but I also like want to hear everybody else. It's like, let me get.
That's how. That's how you know she's a teacher. It's like perfect. Yeah. You just you have to listen to that. Kids will take 5 minutes too to tell you a 10-second story. So you have to be able to listen well. So
Yep, you do. My week's been okay. I've been tired. I got my ass in a sling again. There's this administrator that we have, a principal that we have that came in at the beginning of in January, and she doesn't like me, so she nitpicks me. She's a micromanager, and she called me in for some stuff that wasn't my fault. And but we went in and we had a conversation. I brought my NEA rep because we're, you know, we have a union and everything. So we went in.
You guys, if you're union and
Huh?
I was just telling everybody, if you're union and you pay dues and you don't call on your union, that's a mistake.
You know, I've never been in trouble in my entire life with any place that I've ever worked. I've always gotten along. I work hard. You know, I don't cause drama, none of that stuff. And it's funny because this lady has had me in her office about 6 times in less than a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever. I was pissed about it today. So it started out kind of tense and rough, but by the end of the conversation, we had about an hour-long conversation. She backed off because, you know, I don't come by teaching. I didn't grow up in the profession, so I don't have particular teacher mindset behaviors and stuff like that. I come from I was a pre-law major. I worked for a U.S. senator. You know, I was in the military, and I come in and I'm bam, 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 bam. This is the way it is. And so it's like, you better have your
ducks in a row.
So completely off topic, but on topic. What made you switch to be a teacher?
So I started out, I'd wanted to be a lawyer since I was 12 years old. And there's part of me that still wants to be that. But my mom died from cancer when I was about 1.5 years away from graduation.
Oh, man.
And it was her death that really changed my worldview. I decided that I didn't want to lose what was left of my innocence in life. And being an attorney, like, you don't get a choice. You're called on in your community to handle cases.
You have to do it.
Well, children, youth, and families, which is, you know, the social workers that work with abused kids. Like, everybody rotates, you know, and it doesn't matter what kind of law you practice or whatever. And so I you know, I didn't want to have to be drug into that kind of stuff. And I just decided that I'd been through enough. I'd seen enough of everybody's filth. And I didn't want to have what was left of my innocence about life ripped away from me in that manner.
I like how you say that too, the innocence, because it, you know, you have to do things that are against your own, you know, morale, because you're taking this oath to help. You'd have to keep a lot of secrets too. That's not.
Yeah, and I'm pretty good about being a secret keeper. It's not so much the secrets. It's just, you know, I just decided I didn't want to have to live the rest of my life fighting, because that's what the legal system is. It's a pugilistic system.
Yeah.
And I just decided I didn't want to do that. And my goal had always been, I wanted to be an appellate judge. I didn't want to be a Supreme Court judge, but I wanted to be an appellate judge.
Wow.
So
Judge Kim. Bum, bum, bum.
One hell of a goal. Yeah. She's like, I don't want to be a regular judge. I want to be a judge. Yeah.
Can a Judge Kim? We could do it. Fun.
Yeah.
Could hold like people's courts. We could make a new show. Kim.
I could actually see you as a judge. I totally could. Like your whole demeanor, everything. The way you speak, the way you come across, your ideas. I definitely could see that.
I could see her like in like a new version of Night Court. You know, like totally. Steve-O could be the bailiff. You know. Jason would be the guy that just keeps... Yes, thank you, Charlene. I already hit the love button. I told her thank you before she sent him. She's been tagging away a storm, so thank you.
Yeah,
very
Judge Kim
much.
could give him the axe.
Yeah, that would be fun.
The axe.
The axe. Wow.
Like I could totally see Kim being like so cool until someone disrespects her on there, and she's like, "Oh yeah."
when the glasses come
Don't pee on
down.
my leg.
Yeah.
Tell me a tree.
Really?
When the glasses come down, it's over with.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking
In
of
Spanish,
style,
we say no machingas.
speaking of style, we do have a couple glasses wearers. Remember, like the whole that was something I didn't think about till right now, but like the whole like I don't know if revolution is the right word, but the whole sort of evolution, I guess, of like glasses weren't cool as it when I was
The
a kid. It was
fad.
like people were sort of Steve-O and Kim maybe answer this. I don't know how long you both have worn them, but as a kid, did you think, man, I don't want to wear these, they're uncool or something? Nowadays, like I don't know, I feel like they're sort of they're kind of in. People wear glasses nowadays
we
that don't
went-
even have prescription.
Yeah, I was gonna say we went from it not being cool to people wearing specs without prescription lenses because they're so uncool. So
I'm like a weirdo.
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
All right,
when
where's
I
my
was in
button?
high
Tell.
school- When I was in high school, I wanted to wear glasses and have braces.
Jesus. Okay. You
And I
judge
I didn't
yourself
start-
correctly.
Yeah. Well, I didn't start wearing glasses until I was probably about 19. And then after I had to wear them, I didn't want to wear them. And so I didn't wear them for a long, long time. My vision wasn't too bad. So it wasn't until I was like in my mid 30s that it got to be where I had to wear them because I couldn't see like distance wise enough.
Hi, Kellen.
So,
I saw Rose pop in here. Hi, Rose.
Hi,
Yeah,
Kellen.
I got
Hi, Rose.
my first pair in my 20s, but I didn't wear them that often because I always believe once you get glasses, like your eye, like you're going to have them forever, and I didn't want that, so I only wore them when I needed them, and then I didn't wear them for years, and now I can't drive without them. I can't wear them like to read comments this close or anything, but if I'm trying to look anywhere more than 5 feet away, I have to.
yeah, I have to wear. Well, I can see up close pretty good, but I get eye strain. Like if I'm trying to read or if I leave them off, even even though I can
Hi,
see up
Sabrina.
close, I get eye strain because I have astigmatism.
That's what I have astigmatism.
And you know
What?
what's funny is like I wear progressive lenses,
What?
so there's like 3 layers to the vision.
Okay,
to
not
them.
right now. I'm
3
okay.
And-
layers.
Yeah, it's like you have like up close, and then you have kind of like your mid distance, and then you have, but it's like layers, so it's like from top to bottom kind of a thing. And I've worn progressives probably for about 15, maybe 20 years now. And I had these contact lenses. My actual prescription hasn't changed a whole lot, but I had these contacts that I had that were regular contacts before I started wearing progressives. And I didn't have any contacts to wear. And I was like dressing up. It was for prom, right? I was going to do prom. And so I put the contacts in and I had great vision except for up close. Shit, I couldn't read anything that was up close, man.
That's
Couldn't
me.
see a
If it's
damn thing.
anywhere, yeah. If it's anywhere like within reach, I can't wear my glasses. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I asked them for bifocal. I was like, I think I need bifocal. She's like, no. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired of taking them on and off when I have to read something. It's getting annoying.
Yeah.
Darlene, your glasses match the background today. Lisa May says I wanted braces. Hated when I got them. You wanted them and then you hated it when you got them. Yeah.
I'll bet. Yeah. But
It's,
they're
I
a
just saw some
necessity.
comments, and I'm gonna assume they're
Yeah.
just funny ones, right?
Yeah, we'll
Guys,
just
remember you got to give StreamYard access to your Facebook account. That way we can see who you are.
I do want to say
one
one thing. If anybody's in the comments and you have a problem with somebody, you don't have to be here. We appreciate you being here, but we would rather you not be here than talk shit about anybody on screen or whatnot. So that being said, we will move forward.
Shirley in your hair as well.
And that's laying down the axe.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Melanie will be the
Is that
bailiff
something
on this new show. Melanie, you'd be the good bailiff. It'd be like
I am the 100% opposite of what was his
of a
name?
bailiff of a bull.
Bull. Yeah. I'm not bald. I'm not tall. I'm not muscular. But hell yeah, let's do
That's
it.
why you would play it today. That's what would.
There
That's
we
why,
go.
you know, that's what would be.
Wasn't there a heavier black lady on there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Ross.
don't.
Let's go.
Ross.
His name was Ross.
Yes, Ross. She was badass. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
I still
I
think
heard
that
trifocals.
We're showing
never
our age
heard-
a little bit there, guys.
Jeremy's a little bit.
Yeah, a
Jeremy
little
said
bit.
he wears trifocals. I never heard of those actually.
Ooh.
Well,
They're actually
trifocals are
amazing.
like progressives, I think, are trifocals.
That's what Charlene's wears too.
What's
Steve-O?
progressive? What's this mean?
Progressive means that there's 3 layers. You know, they're stacked. Like the low part is like a what do you call it? Like cheaters?
Yeah, like
Preferred
reading
cheaters,
or whatever.
Yeah, like for reading up close. And then you have the middle part of the lens is like distance. And then I don't know what the top part
Oh.
is, but
I've
they all
never
do
heard of
something
those.
different. Yeah, they're progressive so that like you can, and you can't, you have to move your head to be
Yeah.
able to see.
Yeah.
Is one of them
Well,
beer
I'm
goggles?
always
and-
doing this to try to read something. You know, I'm driving and I have to read, and I'm like, you know, feel like an idiot.
Is one of them beer goggles makes me look better?
Yeah.
100%.
Number 3.
that's a
Reading
good one.
computer.
Yourself
Oh,
in
reading
the
computer
mirror.
road. Interesting.
Guys, remember
I
y'all
hate
can.
wearing glasses. They hurt my nose, and like I have these. They don't have like a frame. They're frameless. I don't know what you call them. Frameless glasses or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And even as lightweight as they are, like they still
Bifocals.
like they kill my nose. I guess I'm just
Bifocals.
That's
I started reading that thinking that he was talking about glasses that make you fly, and then I
Me
I
too.
figured it
That's
out
what I
halfway
was
through.
totally like flying
And I
on. I'm
thought,
like,
oh,
Can
yeah.
you imagine having fly vision? That would be
Yeah,
fucking
actually, it's a little bit
crazy
like
as
working
shit.
security at the hospital. I'm not gonna lie. You're sitting in the room, and there's like 100 different rooms that you can see on this. Like I was gonna say 100 different screens, but it's one screen. But
All
the
split,
screen
yeah.
is just it's got like like us people in the boxes, except there's some crazy people in some boxes. Wait, well, like
I
us.
mean, right. Yeah. So your point?
My point
What's the
is,
difference? Yeah.
my point is we should get some more people in these boxes, guys. I put the link out on my page. If anyone would like it directly, ask us and we'll send it out. If you guys could help share us out, tag some friends. We got 10 people over on the Rumble. What's up, Rumblers? Got Eric,
Kim.
Shane, Terry.
Mhm.
Anybody that wants to come up, let us know. Go ahead, Melanie.
Charlene says, get rid of the nose pads, Kim, because plastic frames do not do that to your nose.
They're too heavy. I've had plastic frames. They bruise me.
Heavier
like-
than wire frames.
Well, that's what these are. Well, they're not wire frames. There's like hardly anything to them. There's just like the little piece that across the nose.
And
you
like
know,
the
that
top,
goes
huh?
from here to here, and that's all
Yeah.
there is, that goes. Everything else is just the lens, and then you've got the arms or whatever. They're super
Cat.
lightweight,
Hi,
but
K-Cat.
Cat.
They're beautiful.
Cat of all PITBs. This is one that you should come up on.
Yes.
I'm sending her the link right now.
I tagged her
Come
and I
talk
was
to
like,
us about
I know
your
she'll be-
fashion.
Yes.
I actually thought of her too. That is funny. I thought of her earlier too. I was like, I wonder if she's going to be there. She'd be great to be here.
Right. Well, what I was just gonna say something, but I lost it. That's okay. But back to what we were talking about, like when we were talking about TV and stuff, like with the just Night Court, looking at the fashion of the show can tell you a lot of times when it was made. And that's why in the title, and actually I meant to say that in the monologue, in the title, talking about, do we really even have a style anymore? It's like to each his own kind of now, right? It's like we have every style.
Back around every couple generations.
I mean, we're
But
not quite
all
into the
styles are,
80s. The 80s were no fucks given. The 80s were literally, you want to wear rainbow socks? Wear all 4 pairs. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that, I don't think we'll ever get back to. I don't think we'll ever do that.
Fucking rough.
80s was a little bit weird.
80s
I would say
workout clothes
style-wise.
was rough. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
well, yeah.
What about the hair? The hair was big. in
big.
it wasn't it big though before the 80s? Wasn't it big in the 70s
I don't
too?
think so.
You
I
had
think
the
it was
afro,
80s.
you had the
Well, you
No?
had the beehives and stuff like that, and you did have women that had big hair, but it wasn't like
it wasn't always right. Okay, it wasn't
chicks in the
the
80s, man. It was like their hair was all over the
Oh,
place.
I
Like
literally
Jackie-
would hold mine up and spray it completely out and then curl the edges.
Yeah.
Who cares what it's gonna look like from the side or the back, right? I didn't. No,
the extreme
just like
turn.
here look great.
Well, I mean, what can you really do though? You can't really look at your whole head though. I mean, it's hard for men too. The back of the
The
heads
fuck
are
I
weird.
can't. You just gotta grow up and use another mirror.
The back of heads are weird, man. It's weird. Some hairdressers will do it different than others. Like some of them will cut my colic to where it's like longer than the rest of my hair because they think it's going to help it lay down.
Yeah.
But actually, I like it the other way. Where
Hi, Charlene. Oh, bye, Charlene.
I mean, they named
hi,
that
Charlene.
music genre off of 80s hair bands.
you gotta shut your second tab there, Charlene. You got something echoing.
I
It could
muted
just
you
be
until you fixed it. Yeah.
It could just be her settings here. Let me try that. Testing. Yeah,
No.
still echoing.
for some reason.
Okay, I'll go out and come back in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many times are you gonna thank her?
Jason, I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
They named
No,
a whole
Kyle.
freaking music genre off of 80s hair bands.
Hair bands, yeah.
I
Like
mean,
you're not gonna hear that. Like you don't even have to say
Yep.
80s. You could just say hair bands.
hair
Yeah.
bands.
You know when that's
mid-80s.
from.
Yeah.
They know right then. It's huge. So
That's my favorite genre of
oh,
music.
it is. It's some of the greatest music ever.
Yeah.
I love it.
is
It's
just
a guilty
so well.
pleasure.
Why
They're
are they
Kyle
considered a
Ireland is
guilty
saying,
pleasure? Let's go. Hang on now.
Jason.
Okay, is that better?
Kyle Ireland says hi. Nope.
Still
What's up?
echoing for some reason.
It's echoing?
Yeah.
I don't have anything on.
Hmm.
Everybody's scared to talk.
Echo.
Hello.
You don't hear it, Charlene. but It's something.
Okay.
Who's got a light? Who's got a light? Who's got a light? Who's got a light? Who's got a light?
Let me try
There's
this.
Kasia.
Well, that sucks.
Echolation. Yes.
Kasia.
Echolation.
Sorry, Charlie.
Acacia.
Asia, come on
What's
up.
up,
You know you
Junior?
want to talk about this.
What's
Harold
up,
Stadium.
Junior?
Style, fashion, clothing. Get on up here,
Cha-cha.
girly.
Cha-cha-cha. Ah. Cha-cha-cha. Ah. Carol, I like it. I like the energy. Keep it up. CRV, what's up? What's up, bro? Guys, if you're interested in consolidating, we've got, everybody spread all over the place.
They're in like 5 different locations right now.
If you would like to come to my page, that would be a good spot to meet up.
I
Otherwise,
think
make sure you hit
Rumble
that
has
like
the most. I got 14. What are you showing on Rumble?
I only have 4.
Okay, Steve-O, you got 10,
Okay.
right?
I got 3.
Why
It
does
was
it
a
show
10 a minute ago.
She said,
Oh,
"Am I really that
that's fine.
bougie?" I mean,
No, I mean we all have
you
style.
know.
We just know that
No, we
are,
love your style. You're fat. You're like a
Yeah, you have-
fashionista. We love
have
it.
you have a pronounced
Her
style. When
fucking Halloween paint was off the chain.
yeah. See,
Absolutely.
what's up, Kyle?
I can't wait to see the baby style.
Echo location. He said. Charlene, if you're listening, if you
You
found
know
this
she's
again,
already
I'm
dressing
sorry.
it. Stop.
Right. I just can't wait.
Well, I guess Cat's not coming up. That's okay. You don't have to come up either, Kasia. It's okay. We're gonna look up some fun stuff, like some crazy
MC Hammer pants.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna look at the top. We're gonna look at some crazy styles.
What's up, Junior? Good to see you, bro. Hi, Keisha. What's up, Wes? All right.
All right, Wes. Oh wow.
Charlie said she'll stay.
Cat's
in the
here.
Got us.
Got it.
Boom.
That's
There she
reverse
is.
psychology.
Cat.
That was
I,
perfect. Meow, meow, meow.
Reverse
What's
psychology.
up? What
I
were
say
you guys
that.
saying about me? I didn't hear it.
I said you weren't coming. So I was like,
Oh.
poof, and it manifested you. You were just in limbo until I said that. And it was like, poof. Stuff
Yeah,
put
Hi,
you
that's
in.
funny.
Keisha.
Hello. Hi,
Hey,
Keisha.
Good.
Ow.
Let's see. Do we like this better? A little bit.
I
Bad,
think it
not bad.
raises the pictures a little. Yeah.
It does. It kind of cuts some things off, but it closens us up. You know what I mean?
It
All
closens
right.
us up. Yeah.
Maybe if I turn this sideways or something.
There you go.
That's
All right,
better.
guys. We've got lots of lovely people on the screen now, and we're going to show you some more loveliness going on here.
Oh, great.
Oh boy. Yeah, it was the laugh that just like, oh, can't wait.
Yeah, his
What
laugh.
I
happened?
was thinking you pulled up some yearbooks or something. I was like, oh,
Right?
no.
Like,
What
I
is
know
this
you don't have
yearbook
mine.
page?
Is that a
What
couple
is that?
people? It looks like a
Ooh.
person's scarf.
Looks like he's from Alice in Wonderland, like when they're wearing all
shit.
the big.
Right?
Oops.
Man down.
Hopefully that wasn't a bong.
Oh no, I didn't hear.
No.
I didn't hear a break. But if you had
Nothing
this
broke.
guy's, if you guys had this guy's slinky pants here, like I don't think anything would ever break. You'd just be.
It looks like his
Slinky
nuts
pants.
fell out.
It looks like
Wow.
what?
His nuts fell out to the side.
That's terrible.
Like a slinky or something.
What the heck?
It's almost like
Oh.
the turtle outfit that Dana Carvey had.
This guy with the gloves. Glove
Wow.
band.
ASMR?
That's something for sure. I thought it was scarves at first.
I
but
thought
yeah,
it was scarves
it's
too, but
It
it's
looked like scarves of people.
it
Glove
is.
man.
What, yeah, what the fuck?
The people's hands are still in the gloves. Oh, here we go. I'm not
Hang
100%.
on, guys. We gotta help Junior here. So his cousin's
Yeah,
having an
just get a
80s party
t-shirt.
on Saturday for her birthday. What did
Is
they
that-
wear?
Get a
Anything
headband,
on.
a t-shirt, and some jeans.
Make your hair
Just
really
get a
big.
headband.
Cut off
With a
t-shirt.
headband.
Just spray it straight out, curl it back.
Actually, just wear what these guys are wearing on the screen here.
I mean, is that a condom?
She looks
What
like
the
a bottle,
actual
like a
fuck?
baby bottle.
I was thinking a
Right?
baby bottle or something too.
Yeah, it looks like a nipple.
I gotta.
She's got
I
a
gotta
nipple
say,
on her head.
I'm not 100% sure.
What the hell?
The one on the left is wearing a kiddie pool.
Okay, so that just
Wait,
I need
but-
that for to
I
share
might
with
use
some
that for a
people.
Halloween costume, though. Come on
I'm
now.
thinking, yo,
There it
Halloween
is.
costumes. Fuck that. There's a kink there. Look,
That's your Halloween costume on the left, and the one on the right is just your everyday. You know.
Oh my god.
Is it Uncle Fester? Is that who that was? Was that
He
Uncle
looks like he
Fester?
has elephantitis of the balls.
Of the
right
legs?
there. Like,
Not of
yeah,
the balls, just the
yeah.
legs.
Well, that would be like lymphedema or whatever it's called.
His quads are too overworked. He's got a
Yeah.
leg.
Hey,
Bring
give
it
up
back.
on leg day, dude. Hold off a day. You might want to skip.
Oh, these! I remember this picture. You guys remember this one?
No.
Oh man!
What is that?
Wait, I'm trying to get it as big as it would go. There we go. Yeah, look at those. That's the new men style right there, guys.
Oh, the preppies. I was
Oh
never.
man! No,
It's
not
like his legs
preppies.
are
Look at
candy
their
corn.
see-through. Their see-through clothes.
I
Look at
can't
the dude
see.
on
Oh,
zoom it in a
oh,
little
they're
bit.
see-through. Oh,
see-through, yeah.
oh.
Like I don't know
oh.
if I yeah. See, I
Look,
clicked
the
it.
one in yellow was ahead of his time. He was like, "Hey, ladies." Nope, just
Is there
kidding.
anything
Hi,
interesting to look
boys.
at?
I think that's
No,
all
they
of them
covered it
besides
up.
one.
Oh man.
Yeah,
What, Jason?
I'm like, yeah.
I don't know. But
Jason's gaydar is going off.
The gator. I like this guy. They call him Wall.
Jeremy says, my usual attire is a Riceland rice farming ball cap, pocket t-shirt, blue jeans, work shoes, or boots, and my glasses.
The jeans, man, classic. The classic American jeans. What about Uniboob here on the left? What do you guys think of Uniboob?
Is that her face, or is
That's
that
definitely the new fashion for
No,
sure.
I think
That's
they're-
what you
No,
wear.
I'd like to keep two, thank
Is
you.
that when we found out the aliens were real?
I think they're shoving
Right.
both of them into one. It's just like they're unifying. I think.
We're trying to shove
not
something
sure.
where.
What the other one is like the Post-it lady. Post-it.
I think I got a lamp like that.
What are those jeans? What are those even freaking doing? It's like someone forgot to. Oh my!
There's
They
two
put them on
tops,
basketball.
jeans.
It just hurts my brain.
The dude is like, what is
They
it?
do
Buckingham
almost look
Palace?
upside down, huh? You're like, wait, no, wait, huh?
The guy in the middle though, he's like Buckingham Palace, and
I can't get over the jeans. I'm sorry,
Yeah, no,
I
the jeans
can't.
are stuck in my head.
They are. They're actually giving me like trauma right now. I
And dude
don't.
over there, his legs aren't even proportioned to his body.
This could be a fake picture though.
You think
we'll
his
just
arms
move
are
on.
85 inches long?
Well, no, I can see the big toe, but his legs don't even fit.
Let's bring it back.
What's going on here?
We have two lovely ladies that came up to join us tonight. Let's get their opinions and stuff before they poof off into the carriage back into the Cinderella castle and whatnot. Kasia,
Hi,
oh, don't look at me
Katie.
like that, Kasia. You know you'll just poof off out of nowhere, like, oh.
I know my dinner just got here.
Katie
you know what?
Edison is your friend, Kat, yeah? Yeah, she's here if you want to say hi.
Hi,
She's in the comments.
bestie. Yeah, I can't see any comments. Hi, what's
That's
up?
why I told you I got you.
Thank you.
Anyway, so Kasia, before you leave, give us your input. What you think of like how like today there's really no like profound like or pronounced style per se. It's just like you do what you do, and everything is like there's no like we sort of have every style at once now. Like you can bring back almost anything you want. Although
I feel like that was kind of how it was growing up, though. I mean, everyone had their little fashionable cliques.
Growing up, would you? I'm not going to ask your age on here. Would you say growing up was 90s for you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming. Okay.
But wouldn't you say 90s sort of grunge was like the main style if you think of the 90s? I guess sort of had a style like Britney Spears was coming into
No, because I know a lot of people who like wore polo shirts. And
Yeah, the 90s. I feel like it. Yeah.
I'm like, it really just depends.
I don't feel like. I feel like I really feel like we lost that in the 90s from the 80s. The 80s were just like literally people were still wearing bell bottoms. They were wearing skinny jeans. They were wearing tall boots, small boots. And then every 10 years, yeah, I feel like it just went towards different ones.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it depends, like kind of what group of people or whatever you're hanging out with. Like if you're hanging out, like some people definitely dressed on the, I guess, different side of things. There's more like preppier style, then there's more like I guess gothic looking style, and definitely I went through all different phases of clothes and styles from my hair color
Oh my
to
gosh,
what
I remember
like
the safety pins and making the bracelets in school. Did anybody do that? Anyway, good night, Charlene. Love your face.
Yes.
Good night, Charlene.
That
The
and
French,
like
do you guys remember the
stocking sleeves?
Yeah, I didn't quite do that.
Stocking sleeves.
Fishnet stocking.
Oh, fishnet.
you put
Okay.
your
Like more
fingers-
like a Madonna type style.
Madonna definitely drove culture and style for a long time, didn't she? But those funny pictures we were looking at, it's a real thing, man. The runway and these like crazy shows with like the most outlandish kind of clothing you can get someone to walk around in.
Wes
just
says the
insane.
Jenkos.
I watch
they
a lot
should
of different
never
like
come
fashion
back.
shows and competition shows where they're creating like a lot of different, fashion looks and designing things right from scratch and whatnot. And like, it's pretty amazing, to hear the concepts and where it all comes from and what their thinking was behind something. Now, I'm not saying that I would ever wear a lot of these things, or that, you know, I think it makes sense that someone would pay so much money for it. But when it's like this high fashion and like couture fashion and whatnot, it's a whole different, you know, it's meant to be dramatic. It's meant to steal the show. It's meant to be different and out there, whatever. So it's definitely, but I've seen some pretty amazing things created. And then there's definitely a lot of things that are just like, whoa, like, why would anyone ever buy that? But you know,
But that's why they do, and it's just for the runway. It's not like you're gonna find those things in Macy's. So they like you said, they create that one just for someone to, because someone, Lady Gaga is gonna, you know what I mean? There's gonna be someone that's gonna be like, I need to be over the top, like you know, and that person's gonna end up loving it.
Let me push back a little bit though, and I'll throw it to Keisha again since I know she's about to leave. Have you ever felt like you were the victim? That's not funny. What is that funny? She's literally said her food is here. I don't want to hold her too long.
I forgot about that.
I didn't hear her say that. I know, like, I was like, dang,
okay,
give her a second.
She said it, so I'm trying to be, you know, cordial. But have you ever felt like the victim of buying into one of these fads and then you find out it's not for me? Like for men, you know, have you ever tried to get into skinny jeans, Steve-O or Jason, you know, like, or like for like what I'm trying to think of other fads for men, like
for ladies, well, being fucking short, okay, them bell-bottom pants and flared out pants was not my friend.
I had to wear 6-inch heels to be able to wear one of those pants. Like, come on.
Corduroy overalls looked ridiculous on me. So.
You're just a little, you're a little shorter than, it didn't work well. None of those were. All of the, I'm like, oh, these are cute. And then you put them on, you're like, but they're 8 inches too long.
The body type and size really make a difference on style nowadays, since we have so many options. You have the quote Walmart clothes. Like, everyone knows what you mean when you say the clothes that you wear when you go to Walmart. Isn't that weird? Like, that's its own style now.
Because it's just Walmart. But
I'd probably wear the same thing as what I'm wearing now.
I have
What you say, Kim?
I have learned not to go to Walmart after I get off of work if I'm dressed really nice. Like if I wear a dress to work or dress in heels.
That's who they talk to, right?
Every freaking time I go dressed like that, I get dudes following me everywhere in the store. It's creepy.
Or asking you for something outside the store. I've had people ask me for a ride. I gave a dude a ride once from Walmart.
I've never had anybody do that, but as a woman, like if you dress too nice in Walmart, creeper dudes freaking follow you. You know,
and that's another thing is,
like I'll go down the aisle and I'll turn the corner and there's this guy like grinning at me all creepy. It's like, dude.
See, and that's a whole nother topic that could open some doors.
I'm the last person you want to fuck with.
Right. And so are we judged by what we're wearing?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, and you know, like that obviously made me think of like females who dress a certain way and people go, oh, she deserved it. The fuck, nobody deserves it. You know what I mean? I don't care if I'm walking around naked. Nobody deserves anything like that. So that's why, like, and I feel like people go, oh, it's just Walmart. There's just a bunch of ghetto people there or whatever. And so they don't feel the need to be perceived, you know, as someone else. So now we can go there and then want to go to Macy's and come home and shower and get ready first, though, because no way are we walking into Macy's in our sweatpants or our leggings, because they'll judge the shit out of you. I'll tell you that right there.
Yeah,
you know,
will.
So
security will be haunting you.
Oh, you can't get help at the makeup counter. Like, nothing. Like you do get judged by how you dress, and I get it, but I think it's terrible.
Yeah, but it kind of matters because it sort of says things about you, whether you put yourself together or not. When you come, like if I'm the bank and you're coming to me for a loan, you know, you're coming to me in your Walmart getup. That's, you know what I'm saying. Like there is a difference. Like for me, I'll be honest, guys. I try not to wear any clothing with cannabis leaves on it when I leave the house. It's just asking for a little bit more extra suspicion when I'm being looked at, even though it's a legal place. And I'm not saying I haven't, but I consciously decide not to do that.
And by the way, we're not saying Walmart clothes are terrible. We're
I
not saying
stank
Walmart's
like
clothes
stank.
are terrible because some people
Alright,
are
guys,
saying
have a good
yes, he
night.
does
Bye,
everywhere.
Keisha.
Love your
Much
face, babe.
love.
Love you.
Um,
I stank, I drink, I wear, I represent it. I'm a pot smoker.
But yeah, for me, like I just wear the same, like whatever I'm comfortable in wherever I go. But the thing is, like what I like for outfits and clothes and stuff is definitely more like, especially in the summertime, you know, I wear skirts, I wear crop tops, I wear this and that and all these types of things. And I'm 100% comfortable in it in my own body. But when I go in, like go to leave the house and I go into like a Tim Hortons or a gas station or something, like I'm instantly usually not comfortable because of the people around me, like, you know, usually like it's older men and shit like that, especially here in this small like town. It's just a lot of like creepy people and shit, honestly. And like even going into a store or something, like I'm comfortable wearing it if I was around my friends or around like, you know, like a boyfriend or whatever like that completely. But
yeah.
going into a store and shit and going in somewhere and having people like looking me up and down like that does not, like, it makes me so uncomfortable. I know they're like probably looking at me thinking all types of things about me, but I'm like, listen, it's hot as fuck out. I'm comfortable. Like, this is what I like to wear. I like this dress. I like this crop top. Like, but it still makes me feel super uncomfortable though, like seeing people look me up and down like that, or seeing like these men looking at me in ways. And as Kim was talking about earlier, you know, me going in somewhere or whatever, it definitely can upper that risk, just being a woman in general, let alone if I'm wearing something, God forbid, it's, you know, super hot out and I'm wearing a dress or whatever. Like, it definitely ups those chances of, you know, catching the eye of people that don't have the best intentions, unfortunately. And just
and
because
then
I'm wearing,
and then you have the opposite where, you know, you're dressed super nice and you're still getting that. You're super nice. I mean, super conservatively. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And it's like, and it still comes up, you know, you still end up getting that attention. So,
Well,
Yeah, that's on
you know,
them
one
for
of
sure.
the things that I want to say about that, and you know, like most of my friends are male, and I've always been that way since I've been a little girl. Like,
same. Yeah.
you know, I just prefer men because I don't like the shit that women do to each other.
Women
But
are catty. They're catty
they
and they're
are. They're
and
mean
petty to
and
each other.
competitive, and you know, I don't like that. But
Yep.
consistently, the majority of males that I've been friends with over time, except for gay men, but even to some degree, gay men are like this, but just not towards women. You know, men are visual, and a friend of mine said men are always horny. And this is one of my gay friends, like last weekend, told me, he says, girl, men are always horny. We're always thinking about sex. So I don't know if that holds true with all men. I don't know, but most men that I've been around,
There's a spectrum, but yeah,
it's like
there's definitely a spectrum, and there's also, like, you know, men in their prime versus like before and after. So, but there's also a big problem with that.
like, and having manners.
I was just gonna. I was thinking that.
Listen,
Can we all
that
Can
is
we all
against
just
human
agree to
nature.
be respectful? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? To glance,
that is against human nature.
if someone glances at me or looks at me and smiles, that's a compliment. Take it as a woman, as a man, as a human, right?
Yeah.
But respect the other person, respect their boundaries,
Right.
respect limits. You know, just because I may be wearing, you know, a sundress doesn't mean I want you within 2 inches of me, because you know what I mean? And then they'll be right there. No, I'm just here in flip-flops and a sundress trying to buy my groceries.
But
you
a
know,
lot
like
of
it
men
just
don't think like that.
Oh, girl, where your man at? Where your man at?
Yeah.
What your man got to do with me? So.
And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I mean, we want things to be different. It's like there's kind of like this sexual revolution going on right now, you know, that I see in schools. And, you know, there was a Supreme Court hearing that went on like right around the time that we were in, you know, lockdown for pandemic. And we come back and these freaking girls in our high school are freaking wearing nothing but bras, literally nothing but a bra. Like Thursday, I'm walking down the hall in the morning and there's a little girl with nothing but a bra. And it wasn't it was like a halter bra, and her boobs were jiggling all over the place. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, this to me, it's not an environment that you should be wearing stuff like that.
No
It
way.
makes a lot of people uncomfortable and stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know. I don't like that. I think there's a time and there's a place for that. And just, I don't know.
Adults
And
can
I'm
make
not a prude by
decisions.
any means. I'm not a prude by any means, but
Adults can make
respect is a
decisions for
two-way street,
themselves.
and the high schools are
Man.
full of a bunch of boys that are nothing but little horn dogs. I hear
Yeah,
all
when
of
you're
these
only in high school and junior high and stuff, it's different. Once you're out of school or whatever, like I can understand why there's certain protocols in school of dress code. Now, was I pissed the time a teacher sent me home because I was wearing pretty much the exact same thing as this? It just didn't have these little tiny straps. It was a tube top. And the teacher literally told me, like, if I didn't get changed or put on a hoodie, like I was going to get detention or something. And I left, like, crazy strict codes and ways like that. But now, do I completely agree that, like, you shouldn't be able to wear like a little bralette or a little thing that you'd be wearing, especially, like if you have all your chest hanging out, or guys wearing their pants down below their ass and got all their boxers out and stuff. Like, there's just no need of it when you're there in school at all. Like, I definitely agree with that. But some of
By
it's
the way,
taken
that causes
far, like
hip
not being able to
problem.
wear a tank top or something when the school's like so hot out and stuff like that. But yeah,
If any of you fools out there are saggers, it's going to cause hip problems if it already hasn't. So pull your pants up. Because they got to walk different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When they're down on, they have to walk different. And I've known quite a few people, or like my friend's kid, and then some friends of them, they've had to have like hip surgeries at a very young age from that.
Not enough swivel in the hip. Not enough swivel.
You gotta see these kids. When I worked out in California, there in Sacramento and Natomas at Indercombe High School, if you know where that is, Melanie. I worked at Indercombe, and there's this kiddo that I had. His name was Dion, and he was a sagger. And underneath his whatever pants he was wearing, he wore basketball shorts, because at lunchtime they would all play basketball, so they take their pants off and they have their shorts on underneath. But anyway, one day I was leaving school and he was running to catch the bus and his pants were sagging. It was the funniest damn thing watching that kid run.
Waddle while he's trying to run.
Yeah, it was funny, like just watching him run with them saggy ass pants. I was laughing. I had to tease the shit out of him the next day about it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So,
but it looks so cool.
Yeah. Like, thanks for showing me what underwear boxers you're wearing today. Cool. I appreciate it. Like,
I think every style has a way to make it cool, and in ways that don't. So it's like, how do I put this? It's like if you just don't have it, but you're trying to use a style to make yourself look good, it doesn't always work out. Like,
that's another thing, is dressed for your body type.
Yeah, like there's something about the connection between you and the style, even if there's variation between what you like, but like there's things that just wouldn't look right on me. I think, I don't know. Although there are some crazy movies where there's like multi dimensions, and you got like Jet Li, where Jet Li's got dreadlocks in this one, and in the other world he's, it's like, and so like there's some different interesting depictions, like that one more recent movie, Everything Everywhere Always, or something like that, where you get to see this lady from like every dimension possible, and she's just got so many different personalities. And so you can change your style. I mean, some people can, some people don't, I guess.
It says I wear baggy clothes to match my baggy body.
Nice.
Knock it off. Don't talk that way about yourself. We need to be nice to ourselves.
Well, I will say that when I'm a veteran, and when I was looking at joining, my dad, my family are Navy people. And so I went and I talked to a Navy recruiter, and I walked in there and I was like looking at their uniforms, and they wear bell bottoms. And I was like, oh, hell no. Because I'm short.
Can I alter these or?
Yeah, no,
I
no,
tuck
you
these in my
can't
boot.
alter those. But I took one look at that and I said, I'm short and I have thick thighs, and there is no way I'm wearing bell bottoms every day.
snap.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, you guys, it may be in style, but dress for your body type.
Yep.
Even sometimes, even like I see some people, men and women, where their style, like their outfit's great, but they like it's a size too small or a size, and it's like, oh man, like you know what I mean? It would have changed so much.
Yep. Like you're
Yeah.
busting out of it.
Well, that's one of the things about like we don't really. I don't know. It's not something that's taught. You have to like you have to just go with what your parents stick you with, kind of in the beginning, until
Yeah,
you figure
until
out
you
yourself,
learn.
right? Well, for
Mhm.
me,
My
like
parents used to dress us in the craziest shit. Like
we were Poe. We were Poe. It was garage sale clothes. You were getting like whatever
hand-me-downs from
hand-me-downs,
hand-me-downs.
and it didn't fit maybe, or you were wearing, like sweatpants to school and things like that. Man, it wasn't fun, especially as I became a young man.
I had 2 older sisters, so I had hand-me-downs of hand-me-downs, and like, God love my mom. She would at the beginning of the school year, she would definitely try to get us all a new little outfit each or whatever like that, but it definitely mostly came from hand-me-downs and friends of friends giving clothes and stuff like that. You didn't get to be picky. Now, I was still extremely picky, and every morning I'd be the one like ripping my whole closet apart and ripping every dresser drawer out, trying to find something to wear. Like, I was definitely that kid, but I'm still like it now. I just have a lot more clothes that I actually, I picked it all and I like it all. So it's much easier to find what I want to wear, but I'm super picky for sure. And I end up wearing the same shit as always. Like, I just still end up wearing the same things usually.
What's up,
Yeah,
Cody?
When I was a
have
kid was
much.
Kmart.
I was gonna say
brand.
Kmart had kind of just come out, and
Yeah,
boy,
but
people would
Kmart
talk
kids.
shit. I saw you at
Oh, yeah.
Kmart. Well, why were you there?
got
That was
Kmart
always my
shoes on.
response. Why were
Yeah.
you there? And then they'd be like, "Shut up! My mom made me go." Why the fuck you think I was there? I was 12.
Really? Was that the thing? I can't
Man.
think of any. What's up, Cody Mon? Cody Mon, come on up and tell us about your style. Bring
Hi,
anybody
Cody
else in the
Mon.
comments, guys. There's 15 people watching on Facebook. Anyone that wants the link, come on up. Shane over on Rumble, bro, he says his car broke down. It's a starter. Thankfully, I found one for $50. That's not bad.
That's good for a starter.
Yeah.
Now he's like, now I just got to find $50. Sorry, go ahead, Steve-O. Steve-O, go ahead.
When I was a kid, going to Kmart was actually a pretty cool thing. My mom and my grandma would grab us kids and we would go to Kmart because they had that little cafeteria and you get a grilled cheese and some fries.
We weren't allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Kmart had the bomb-ass food and the books up in front.
We didn't have money for that.
That would be the biggest treat because that meant it was payday and it was the first of the month and we got to go get all of like the toilet paper and all the paper products and all that stuff from Kmart. And once in a while, we'd get a pair of shoes, usually right before school started. But, it sure was better than getting all the hand-me-downs from my cousins. So, hey, I thought Kmart was A-okay when I was a kid. I thought it was the cool place.
You know what
stressful
what was the turning point for me was when I was old enough to have my own paper route.
Yeah, me too.
So then I was like, okay, I got my own money. I'll buy my own, what I thought would have been cool clothes at the time, Everybody, it's like I wanted to be a little bit more preppy because I was with a lot of the jocks and the athletic kids, and a lot of the athletic kids were preppy because the school was, well, I mean, I didn't say it was.
Hi, Doug.
Elaborate.
You were.
Remember the starter coats? Starter jackets? That were really, really big.
No.
Those were way
you
too
don't remember
expensive.
starter jacket?
No, I remember them. I thought you asked me if I wore them. No.
Oh.
No, I just wanted to have a little bit of hair gel, a little bit of.
I was no preppy. I was definitely not a preppy.
When I say preppy, it's like I wanted to shop at Structure and Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, no, I was.
That was for the rich kids, man.
Yeah, I was a rocker. I I drew on my clothes. I put whole. Yep. Nope.
Yeah, that was only if you were from
Nothing.
90210 or something, trying to be one of them people. You
I
remember that?
Right?
So. Hey, I didn't make fun of
I
your
beat
style.
up people like you. I'm just kidding.
Wow, everybody, come on. Let's come on at me. I don't have. There's no middle box right now, but I'll get in there. Let's do it.
Yeah. My paper, and I don't know what kind of paper route paid you good to buy clothes. Mine only bought me cigarettes and beer once in a while.
Waylon
You
wasn't
bought cigarettes
smoking.
and beer in junior high?
You
Oh, I
did.
know.
My
you
God,
didn't-
Waylon, really,
you
you're
didn't drink
just
beer
so
in junior high?
adorable.
Everyone
He's so
drank beer.
adorable.
I
No.
started drinking in like
Aw.
grade 7.
Dude, I
I
used to
just
go
want to
down to the
like,
store with a
So you were
note
from
from
the
my
burb.
mom.
You
right.
It
I
was
used
so
yeah, we
great
used to go
being
to
able
the
to go
store
down
with
there
a
with a
note.
note from my mom. Like, here,
Right.
pick up
I
this,
didn't even
this,
need
and
her to
this.
write it anymore. Or
Oh,
like
no,
back
it
in the
was,
day when they would call,
uh-huh.
hey, my name's so and so. I'm gonna send so and so to get me. I need 3 packs of this or a carton of whatever. And
Yeah.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go. Cigarettes
I
and
was
beer. I mean, that's where my clothing came from.
It was
Yeah.
easy.
I definitely
And I was a paper or not paper. I did the detasseling in between summers.
What? You did what?
You wore
Detail-
tassels? That's what I
Detasseling.
heard.
What is that?
It's a thing they do for corn. So like they're the female
That's
corn stalks. There's a male row, and then there's
Bad
4 or
job,
5
24.
female rows, and you have to
Oh,
take the
Jeremy.
tassel off of the female row so that it doesn't pollinate. Anyway, it's a thing.
Jeremy
Yeah.
said
my
MD
stomach just
2020
split.
around here.
I got
I
a
can't-
headache in the back of my neck.
I
My
can't even
fucking
smell it.
gag
Like,
reflex
oh
started.
Jesus. Yeah, no. Cisco and Mad Dog.
Mad
Oh my!
Dog
I had
22.
so much Cisco one night that I literally could not smell it ever again without just.
When you said Cisco, I thought
Yes.
of the artist, and I was like, you know what? It's so crazy because of the internet. We have so many artists, and like there's only so many eyeballs, right? And so that's part of why our style isn't so solid anymore, and at least from what it used to be, where you had very few, you had a lot less channels, you had a lot less celebrities, you had like so and so was the top celebrity. Nowadays, there's like 100 top celebrities, and so there would be like this more narrowed view of what was cool or in at the time, And I think
100%
nowadays,
what you see.
yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
like magazines, TV, like the amount of people, like you said, famous people or like certain rockers or like artists or whatever it'd be. Like you'd only see so much of that. You'd have like your favorite band or your favorite, famous person and kind of go off of those types of things. You'd see a lot less.
Right. It was easy for a guy to dress in the 80s. All you had to do was wear a concert T-shirt from a concert you went to.
There you go.
And,
Or
and
you
a
didn't
pair
even
of
have to go.
jeans. And a pair of jeans and a bandana would be good, and you're all set. I always said, I've said this my whole life. I don't envy women at all in the fact that men, we can get up in the morning, brush our teeth, put a hat on, make sure we got deodorant on, head out the door. Women literally just cannot do that. They just won't let themselves do that. It takes them an hour to get ready, maybe more. And all of this stuff that you go through for beauty, I don't understand it myself. I think women are beautiful without all the get up, to tell you the truth.
Did anybody here? I'm talking to the gentleman. Curl your hair in the 80s and use hairspray.
No, but I have used hairspray. I did use hairspray. Yeah.
I had a boyfriend back then that would come over and we would curl our hair together.
Oh wow!
Well, that's okay. That's all right. That was all right for a dude to take care of himself if he had long hair, because you had to keep it a certain.
But curl his hair though. Have you ever curled your hair?
His hair was probably. I mean, it was.
I never did. My hair was straight like this.
Like I said, we're talking 80s, so
yeah, it's different in the 80s for sure to curl.
Man, I had buddies.
Lots of Aquanet.
Yeah, I had buddies that used hairspray. Man, their hair was all blown out and just they looked like they were in a music
Bigger
video.
the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were
bears,
walking
I
down
think.
the hallway, it looked like they were in the video. Like there'd be a spotlight and glitter is all they needed. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, Kellen
Wearing
said.
lipstick and shit.
Kellen
One
said
of
my hair
buddies
was
did.
down to my shoulders. Now it just grows on my shoulders. That's disgusting.
That's sad but true.
My friends that had long blonde hair, a lot
I
of them
love
even
that.
wore lipstick and shit, trying to fucking be cool. You know, it was really thick in the '80s, man. I mean,
Oh
I'm
yeah, the
talking.
eyeliner and the nail polish.
Well, look at like
and-
Prince and people, you know, a lot of the fame that he was wearing, like the eyeliner, makeup,
Yeah.
and wearing the tight clothes and the leather pants and all these different things.
Well,
and a lot of different
spandex.
Hush up.
Spandex was big back then.
Very.
You know, that's funny because I've been thinking in my head to bring up this whole yoga pants change. Yoga pants, you know, like I felt like it was a new thing, but you're right, spandex was a big thing back in the day too. But then now it's a different thing. It's like it left and came back, and now they like the black yoga pants is
I'm
sort of
wearing
like
them right now.
right, like it's like super easy for women. Like you don't have to like they go with anything. They accentuate things. They suck things in where they think need to be sucked
Not for
Yeah.
everyone.
Okay, all right, touche.
I ate a huge.
I'm gonna
sucker
keep
in
going
these
back
pants.
to certain, like
Ashley, come on
love
up.
leggings, but those flesh colored and tan leggings, ladies, don't do it. They're not with a short shirt. No, don't. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, well,
I've had a pair before, and I was like, yeah, like these literally, like I had them on and in the mirror, and I'm just like, this literally looks like it's just bare, like
You're just
skin and
naked.
a shirt on.
Yeah.
Like,
and some of us, us ladies may or may not have cellulite or sag or whatever. It doesn't always look pretty.
Well, a lot of dudes with their spandex would wear cups because they want
Yeah.
Really?
You would be
I
embarrassed.
didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Or stuff a sock.
Yep, the stuffed sock back in the day. The stuffed sock, the stuffed bra. I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Do
Lots
kids
of
do that
tricks,
anymore?
man.
You guys think? Do you think that's still a thing? Those
Lots of
things?
tricks.
there's so
Disappointing
many
women.
different push-up bras and stuff now.
Just the
I don't know if
push-up,
people
yeah.
do
The
those.
water bras.
Well, now they have
stuff.
different. Yeah, they have those little
Yeah,
clingy
never mind.
things, and
And there's even underwear for men that like hold things in places and stuff like that. So yeah.
There's swimsuits that help you tuck your junk for men. That want to tuck it up.
That would be great revenge, though. That would be great. They get some beautiful ass woman be all attracted to you because she thinks you got something that you don't, and then you just whip it out of the air.
That's why I never wore padded bras. I'm not trying to trick people. That's not.
That's all.
I'm not trying to trick
sites are
people into.
nowadays.
Nope.
Airbrushed paint, Photoshop.
Yeah. No. If there's any chance I'm going to meet you, I'm not going to wear all that and put all those filters on. That's insane.
Elisa May, Ashley Huffman, come on up, girls.
Just
be yourself.
Very long.
That I like I like t-shirt bras. I think that's what they're called. They're like padded.
Yeah.
The reason I like
They're
them
lightly padded though. They're not like huge. I like them too.
They're not cold weather padded. Go ahead, sorry.
Just what? I'm sorry.
They're padded enough to keep you from having headlights.
Yeah, your nips don't show, but they're not enough to add like 4 sizes, and they don't.
Like
they're not huge push-ups or anything. Yeah, they're just comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, there's a point where you push them up so far, you look ridiculous. I've seen that on, ladies. I think that it's better not to show. To be honest, I think that it's better to make men wonder what's really going on. To tell you the truth. That's just my opinion.
Right.
For a lot of guys, they might be like, "Oh no, I like to see just about everything." But for me, I think it's much more attractive to have a woman look classy, but you can still see, normal. And then that gawking thing you guys were talking.
And have modesty at the same time.
Class.
You can do that.
And class.
Classy and modesty without
Absolutely.
being
delayed gratification. The men want to see it because it's their natural reaction. I want to procreate. But the delayed gratification is where we cover each other up until it's time for that, because then you're not so desensitized to it. And the other thing is that we think that I lost my train of thought for some reason. Anyway, yeah, just like right in the middle of it, it's very crazy.
Yeah, in the middle of a
Probably 'cause
word, he
what you're
goes,
talking about,
and
you're like, oh yeah.
But
there's
Yeah,
another
it
thing,
all goes
there's
back
another
to-
thing, and I just lost it. But no,
And I'm a
it all goes
man,
back
oh,
to
yeah.
it all
But
goes
it
back
is
to
true.
the
I
Gawker
mean,
thing.
To me,
right, like
honestly,
women,
just
like originally men were attracted to women according to, you know, their hip size and everything for
that's what I remember.
childbearing. You know,
yeah,
for
but women
childbearing
have
reasons.
the same thing though. Like women have, you know, hormones, attraction, sexual shit too. But
It's
we're not
different,
going
though.
around like sizing up a guy for what? Like I don't know. It's just
You
different.
don't
like men
have the
should
same
be
thing.
excused.
Well,
No,
to
I'm
be
just saying,
fair, they don't wear
Not the
stuff
same.
that we really. I mean, it's not like guys are walking around in sundresses or spandex
I know,
anymore.
but it
jeans.
So
shouldn't matter though. That's what I'm saying. It should not like you shouldn't have be able to just
You're
look at
attracted to
everybody and
different
think shit
things.
like that. Like you should just be able to
Yeah.
look someone in their face and not be like, oh, like looking
Yeah.
at every part of them.
like
thinking
my
something
eyes are
about
up
it.
here.
Yeah,
you don't have to tell
exactly.
someone
Like,
that.
What that shows
And
is
a
go ahead, Steve-O.
lot of women are attracted to what's going on up here more than they are about their bodies and things
I
of
want
that
to
sort.
feel safe with someone. I don't. It's not about, you know, what you look
Oh.
like or how you know how hot
I
you
like
can
that
dress. It's I want to know that I'm safe with this person and
Yeah,
that
but you
we
gotta be
can get
attracted
along.
to.
You
Come
know,
on, let's
of
be real.
course,
oh,
of course,
definitely.
there's
For
that.
me,
But
attraction is definitely a thing. Like,
but
I
if you
can't-
don't have the rest, I
yeah.
don't care how hot you are. It just ugh.
Safety and security is a huge attraction for women, and that's a natural thing. And what I was trying to say earlier is that I was going to ask you guys if you think that clothing is what makes us attracted to the naughty bits. If we all were walking around naked all the time, would men be even attracted to breasts? Would we?
Yes.
You still
Y'all
think
aren't
so?
gonna forget
You
him
get
because
really
there's a sweatshirt.
desensitized to it. Though.
They would just
You
be there all the
definitely get
time. It'd be
very-
like your elbow.
Yeah.
It would just be
Just
all.
like
Oh, you
nude
mean if they're
beaches
just
and
out
stuff.
all the
Everyone
time?
was just naked all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you think that would sort of like over time we would just not be? Although we might be unattracted to people mostly.
Well,
because
would
I
men
think
have to,
so.
would
The
we
one-
have
I'll
to
tell
be
you-
naked too?
Right, exactly. When I worked at a country club and I was overweight. I wasn't my biggest, but I think I was like 190 then. So I was like the big girl, you know, at the health club. And but the masseuse, we were talking about it, about just, you know, health and how I felt about myself. And he goes, let me tell you, he goes, almost every one of these people that look great with clothes on do not look good with clothes off. You know what I mean? So no, I don't want to see everybody naked.
Yeah, that would be a quick way to like diffuse a lot of things.
Yeah, and I mean, you're talking about a world where, are you talking about where women are only naked, or do we have to be naked too?
No, all
No,
people.
I'm just
all
right,
Oh,
is it
see, now that
just
would
the
work
breast?
for me, man.
So let
I
me give
wouldn't
you an
want
I'm
to be
opposite.
this girl that will go on cruises.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
all people were just going around the same at like nude beaches, people that live near or on
Yes.
nude beaches
Yeah.
all the time, you become desensitized to it. You're around it all the time, or
But
like
that'd
you're
be
not
a
even
bad
looking
thing,
at
though.
it.
We would have less kids, I think. So let me give you
I
guys
think
an
you would become
opposite scenario.
unattracted to people a lot quicker.
Right.
You'd be like, no, hell no. You just be walking
But-
around.
You'd be like,
no,
Women
no.
can hide it though. Women can hide when they're turned on. Men cannot, obviously. So
It's
there's
exactly.
the
It'd be perfect.
Not always.
No. Yep. No.
So let me give you an opposite
Nope.
scenario.
It
you
would
guys
literally
think
make you
that-
like.
Do you think
We're
if
looking-
we
we're
all
like,
wore,
no.
like if we were all covered up all the time and we only like say we picked one of our hands and the hand always had a glove on it, like it was just a normal
And
culture.
that was your girlfriend?
Well, maybe
Sorry.
you cover her up, you keep her warm, right? But what
Didn't know where
if we
we were
did
going.
that for so many years? Like we would evolve to where like that part of our body would be attractive because we haven't. Because think about it, before we were just wearing things that just show our skin all the time. Men can be attracted to your arms and your legs and other parts of your body that you don't normally show all the time. But if you're always
Right
out there with it, your neck, things like that you're not seeing all the time. And so that there is something to that. I think that nowadays
But then
there's more openness
gotta-
about showing it all.
you got to
Only
look back
fans.
at the days where they weren't, where they wore the dresses and the corsets and everything.
Yeah, like
and
an
they weren't
Amish
allowed to
porno.
show.
An Amish
Not
porno.
Went
Amish.
back
No,
to
I'm
the
talking about
ankle?
even royalty,
Just
just
the ankle,
covered
you know?
head to covered head to toe, and they're still as hot as they're still getting laid, is what I'm trying to say.
But that was the joke though back then. Like you showed just a little leg, and boom, you've got you've got a free ride or whatever. You're not just showing a little leg nowadays to get things. You know what I mean? Bye.
It's different
Hi,
though. The different
Lisa May.
toxic. Bye, Lisa May. Wes is packing a bowl. I'm gonna do a dab.
the different
Oh, yeah.
eras of time and like the different decades and shits went back and
I'll do one
forth,
with
between women showing like being very covered and very like, and then like you were saying with the corsets and all those types of things, just went very back and forth, of like women's style or like of not showing much or showing so
Right.
much, I think.
Come on up, Wayne. What are you doing
I
down
just
there?
feel like there was just as much sexuality then, when everybody had to be covered, as there is now when it's a free for all.
It's just
So
different. Yeah, it was just
it's harder
different ways.
now. It's harder for men that are good men. It's harder for us. It's in our faces all the time, and it's
I'm
not
sorry
hard.
for
It's
who?
harder for women too to
For
find
good
a good
men.
man
For
than work.
good. Wait, I'm sorry. For good what? Go
Okay.
on.
Bad men are
what?
always going to be doing bad things to women, okay? But good men, I'm saying, and it's twofold. Not only is it harder for good men to not be, overly sexualized, but it's also easier for good men to be desensitized because of all of it. And so then you have problems with low testosterone. That's a whole nother subject, but we have like most of our youth has like the testosterone of an 80-year-old man. Like there's been a bunch of studies being shown that recently, and it's like that contributes to those nasty type men that you're talking about, Kat, that they just can't look at you in the eye. They can't talk. They can't not be talking to you like, That's not a man with high testosterone. That's a man that is insecure and like is trying to sort of bottom feed to get what he can out of life. You know what I mean? And I feel like testosterone is a huge connection to that as far as how men treat people around them.
Look at how many men it's become the norm to take extra testosterone. Testosterone now.
It's a real San Francisco treat, they say.
Yeah.
Testosterone, they call it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not just about, with women though. That's the access to the things they have on the internet, the things that are put out there by, like the social media and by this and that, by everything. You can literally go on and find anything online. You can go find the most, insane sexual things of life on there. So it's not just about what women are doing or anything like that. It's literally just life in general. Like there is so much more now that is like very easy to find to desensitize people to a lot of things.
Sorry, I think it's time for Joe to quit drinking.
Joe, that's what they call that, right? You guys remember the movie? You guys remember it? Kat, do you know what it's called? You know what it means when they call it a coyote ugly?
Like, why do men say things like that comment, though? Like, do they think that's, like, funny or something? I think it's disgusting.
Oh.
What's that?
Okay. I mean, listen, we can elaborate on it. I definitely think he was just kidding, but that is a sort of a trope. It's kind of a trope. It's not a trope, but like it's kind of a known sort of situation, I think, that we call it a coyote ugly. In America, we actually had a whole movie about it, Kat. So that's kind of what he's talking about. But
you ever heard people say like you look like you're prettier?
Oh, I know. I hear
the more I
drink,
the hotter you are, or
men
whatever.
And stuff all the time. Like, oh, she looked good because I was drinking, or oh, I take anything home when I'm drunk. Shit, like that's just disgusting. Like, have some morals and standards and shit for your own self.
I'm just to try to defeat this. I don't know this person. But in his profile picture, there is a female also, so I'm assuming it was a joke. But yes, it was.
Yeah, I'm not even saying about him. I said, why do men say these types of things in general? Like, it's literally like, and also, way to make women feel like, oh yeah, if a man's drunk or whatever, like they literally don't care what it is. They don't fuck. Like that's just honestly so like, I don't know, a very
laying down the act,
low standard type of shit to say.
Oh, even in a joke?
No, I'm not. I just said like 3 times. I'm not talking about him. I've heard it many
Oh,
times.
okay. I didn't hear that
I've heard
part.
that
I'm
type
sorry.
of thing many
You gotta
times.
get
Like,
it.
oh yeah, like
Cheers,
she looked
everybody.
good when I was 6 beers,
Cheers.
6 shots in, or oh yeah, I woke up the next morning and couldn't fucking believe what like it's just degrading, like if you're gonna go get with anything, it's because you're a dirtbag gonna go get with anything. It's not about what the woman did or didn't look like. It's because you have low standards. You go jump in the bed with whatever woman you possibly can.
Devil's
Whoa,
advocate.
whoa, whoa.
Plenty of devil's advocate, and I have to. Plenty of women have done the same.
Oh, for
I feel
sure,
like
but
just because a guy made the comment, yeah, they do. Yes, they do, Kat.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Trust
they
me.
do.
I
I have
was
had
that-
those conversations. I'm not saying it was me. I'm saying I've been in those conversations where it's like, oh my God, he was like a prince last night when I was drunk, and this morning it, so I just have
Yeah,
to
but either way,
fight
though, I'm
back a
just saying
little.
it's very downgrading. Like either way to say it. Like if you're gonna go just get with anybody, and the same goes with women just hooking up with whatever man from a bar because you're loaded or something. If you're gonna go hop on something, you're gonna go hop on it. Like that's just the fucking way it is. Like you just have low standards.
Yeehaw.
Low
Listen,
standards.
there's a lot of sayings that have to do with this, Cat. Alcohol. It's been getting people laid since whatever. I forget what the saying is. Or been making babies since whatever. Like it's what keeps our species going, Cat, is people
I was just
bumping
gonna say,
uglies.
what
that
And
they
populates
shouldn't
alcohol
the
be.
goes
U.S.
with loneliness, depression, self-confidence issues.
I'm not
fucking
disagreeing.
all
I'm
types
just
of
saying
things go with
that it's
alcohol. So
I'm just saying that it's a pretty like I don't know established part of our culture, which maybe necessarily doesn't need to be, but alcohol being so normalized means that people are doing this all the time when they shouldn't be getting drunk and then going home with somebody they shouldn't go home with. It's
oh
very
yeah, I know, and
like
I'm just saying exactly that's low. Like it's just your own standards. If you're gonna go get with somebody, and then not even really know what they look like, or it's because you're under the influence of anything like that, you're gonna go get with them. Like you know what I mean? You can't just say it's only because of some reason. It's literally
beer
because
goggles.
that's just the type of person you are. Like if you're gonna do
Whiskey
that
glasses, yeah.
Yeah, they actually have goggles that they gave us in school for during the DARE program. And this was goggles that make you feel drunk when you're wearing them.
I was gonna
And they-
make a joke that was just gonna piss people off.
Well, listen, we don't mind pissing people off here on People in the Box.
Oh.
But yeah, no, like it
I'm
was
gonna
a thing
hold
to
it
show
in.
you, it's like, oh, these are beer goggles they called them, and
Right,
we
Elisa.
didn't know what they meant at the time. Jason, what? I see you crinkling up your face.
Right, he's
You're
muted, but he came back on camera for something. You don't stay off for 30 minutes and pop on and be like, and
I
not
wasn't
say
off for
anything.
30. Just saving my battery life.
I do think that clothing has to do a lot of times with like the material.
Oh yeah, clothing.
Well, I mean,
Are you guys like I'm a sensory person. I will walk through a store and feel things before I even do anything. Like I've got to feel it.
Back when like,
I'm like
silk was a new thing, back the Silk Road, and it was like this. So it was a thing that wars were fought over because of how fine the fabric felt.
I can't stand the way the silk feels. Ugh.
I'm not a fan of a lot of it. I don't like silk sheets and stuff like that. I have had a couple shirts that are silk and nightgowns, but
I don't like the way that silk feels on my fingers. It feels kind of gritty. I don't mind the way it feels to wear it. The only
like microfiber, kind of like you feel.
I don't
almost
know.
Like it's biting. I think I know what you mean. Like there's cloth, there's microfiber that you can clean screens with, and that to me feels like that a little bit. Like there's something.
It's a weird texture to me. I don't like the way it feels on my hand. I don't mind wearing it on my body, but I don't like to touch it with my hands. And the thing that keeps me from buying and wearing silk is you have to hand wash it, and I hate having to fuss with all that.
It seems like it seems like it's too much work for what it's worth.
It snags on jewelry. Like yeah.
What's it worth? I mean, I guess maybe a sexy outfit for ladies, like what a men wear, like maybe some boxers for a man, like might be kind of a nice little extra accessory to have, but like you wouldn't wear like, silk pants. I don't know. That'd be crazy.
The thing that I like about silk is that a lot of the time it's
Silk is still royal. Yeah.
the colors that they dye it are a lot of the times are vibrant. The patterns and the colors of nice silk are really pretty.
Yeah.
That you can't get in any other material. For some reason, it absorbs the hues.
Almost like a chameleon color sometimes.
Yeah, they're really rich, typically rich and brilliant colors, but that you don't find in most other materials. But to me, it's not worth it because I don't like to fuss over stuff. If I have to fuss too much, then I don't want to fuck with it. And that's with hair or makeup or anything.
I wonder when the ponytail came out. Like men were probably doing it for a long time. Like, was it like 1700? Like before that, like you think we had it for like a couple, like 1,000 years? That'd be interesting. Actually, no, I want to pull this up.
I don't know, because men back in the old days wore ponytails.
This is from the Egyptian time here. It's called the top 10 styles from history. Blouts. I don't know how to say that one. Tracking fashion back to medieval Europe, where this trend was synonymous with discomfort and restriction. We find that blouse, it's the word itself is discomforting and restrictive. Were dresses with extremely long sleeves, mostly floor length, usually to indicate the inactive hands of society's upper echelons. It was popular between the 11th and 13th centuries and was very trendy among the elites. The wearers couldn't perform many domestic tasks, therefore activities were limited to ones that didn't require much movement of the arms.
You know what this reminds me of?
What are you thinking as a rich person? Like, what I'd love to do? I'd love to restrict the use of my arms. What do I need these for?
Because they're like, I've got a guy for that. I've got a girl for that.
Have you ever heard of binding your feet? Google that.
Yes.
Binding your feet. The Chinese women.
Yep.
Oh,
it is
and that's creepy as shit. There's still women that do that in China.
Oh, I missed this one.
Sign from wealth.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff recently on that, Kim, and it's just
freaking
terrible.
Weird as shit.
Based on the archaeological evidence, ancient Egyptians wore wax or perfume cones on their heads. Rumored to be perfumed to hide their body odor, according to historical paintings. Women were depicted wearing it more than men. They were usually worn on top of their wigs, where the cones would slowly melt over the course of the day.
Oh.
Wow. Here it is.
Yeah, I just imagine it melting down my face.
Let me melt the wig. Let me melt your wig for you, please. Your waxy wig. Okay, so here's the dresses with the long sleeves. They look like you could move your arms, but for some reason, I don't know.
They always want so many layers.
They
were say that he's bound. Didn't it say like they bind him up or something, or wrap him?
This was the dress thing. The next thing is the Krakows. Krakow. That's where they got that. Okay. Were a style of shoes that were popular in the 15th century. The shoe tips were extremely long and pointy. I saw that picture earlier. The shoes were named after the city in which they were originated from and were everywhere in Europe at that time. They were worn by both sexes, but the Krakows for men were thought to be extravagant. The physical evidence shows that the length of the shoe sole was usually more than 50% of the length of the foot.
Gosh.
They had whalebone or strings at the end that were tied to the knees. to enable walking.
What
The shoes were not very practical and soon phased out.
Wow. Wow.
Imagine these, like, if they kept going and they became the dominant shoe, right? And then like you come out with like track shoes like this and like football shoes.
People just use them as weapons.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's a bone in there. It's tied to your knee.
That is so insane.
That doesn't look that long for it to have to be tied to your knee. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, but hey. Steve-O, what do you think? Seems like something you'd go with?
Probably not, buddy.
All right. Just checking. Alexandra
Yeah,
Limp.
like,
You got me.
Alexandra Limp. Alexandra, then Princess of Wales, was a fashion icon in the 19th century and was regularly copied by English society women due to her status. See, that's what I mean. Like, one person at the, like that's known by a lot of people at the time would just set all the fashion trends. Every fashion decision she took was admired and imitated by the elite. Unfortunately, she snuffed a severe bout of what is this? Rheumatism?
yeah,
Which rendered her disabled. So she had to walk around with a walking stick and an obvious limp. Her infirmity was soon copied by the distinguished people who adopted the limp as a fashionable trend, and not long after it spread to other towns like a contagion. Oh wow!
You're so cool. I want to limp like you do.
Oh, you're doing that.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing that.
You're doing the Alexandria limp. Oh, I see. Hip hip cheerio, old chap.
I wish I could dance. I would make a dance called the Alexandria limp.
Alexandria limp. Let me show you the way. I will give you the reels. Make a reel
Hobble
of it.
skirt.
Should make a reel of the Alexandria limp.
Right.
The hobble skirts. Another crazy trend back then was the hobble skirts. Back then, it says, which was popular in the early 1910s. It was started by French designer Paul Perret. Who introduced long skirts that were tapered at the hem, significantly to impede the wearer's stride, thus hobbling the wearer. Yes.
Oh,
Last long and was soon replaced by the pencil skirt. Ooh, the pencil skirt.
Don't chase her.
Not even a picture of this one. Yeah.
I know. I was like, wait, I feel cheated.
Chop lines.
Chop lines, yeah, or chopines. Chopines are shoes with very tall wooden or cork platform soles that had both practical and symbolic functions. The thick soles raised platform shoe was designed to protect the foot from unevenly paved and wet or muddy streets. The wearer's stature was enhanced at the same time. The height soon started affecting people and introduced the awkwardness and instability in their walk, throwing them off balance.
What's that?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Ankle breakers is what they call those. Holy shit.
Right?
That's intense.
Can you imagine trying to wear something like that?
I'm trying.
Hey, I wear one every day.
Oh, do you?
I wear one every day.
Touche. He's got just the one. Yeah. No, I mean, that's, that, but to be real though, that's probably, if I was to wear just one, well, you couldn't just wear one because then I would be off. But yeah, this is probably something like the balancing act that you have to deal with, Steve-O. Speaking of fashion, we could talk to you about that. Like, have you ever thought of, I know it's always money, but like they have I don't know, probably dozens of different types of prosthetics. Have you thought of like looking at different crazy new ones out there? Like there's that, you know, like the bouncy ones and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, today I just found out, as a matter of fact, that my my insurance covers this real fancy place that's out towards Chicago in Arlington Heights. So I'm going to head out there. It covers a bunch of good shit that I didn't realize. And
Awesome.
yeah, that's good. That's pretty exciting, actually. I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah.
Good
That's
freaking
cool.
Robo Stevo up in here, man. Zzz,
Man,
zzz, he comes in with
it's
like
actually
a red laser eye. Like,
Hi, Michael.
it's falling off while I'm walking now and everything. I was
oh man,
when I was working on the car with my son, I was sitting in a chair and just kind of leaned forward, and I fell right out of my leg. And you know, there's a thing called a sleeve that I have to wear to hold everything together, and it's all wore out. And without your insurance, it's like $300 for one of those. Well, man, mine pays for it 100%, and I'm like, well, let's get that shit ordered up, man. I'm like, what was I thinking? This whole year I could have. Well, anyway, let's not talk about what a dummy I am.
Hey, moving forward though, now you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, speaking of feet, look at this. That's foot bindings. For many years, successive generations of women in China. That was the thing. That's the thing Kim was talking about. Endured a practice where during childhood, their feet were carefully broken and shaped in such a way that they resembled hooves. This tradition was referred to as foot binding. The foot was first soaked in a bath of urine and vinegar. Holy cow, man. And all the toes, exclusively and big toes, were folded tightly under the foot and tied down with tight bandages. It was seen as a status symbol, even though it subjected women to torture. But despite the efforts of reformists, foot bindings persisted well into the 20th century. Holy
you
God.
poor people and your normal feet that you can walk on. You know, it's like, are you kidding me?
Were they trying to look more like animalistic or like goat people? Goats.
No, they wore shoes. They had shoes. They bound them. They kept them wrapped up. But it was women. How do I explain it? Women that had their feet bound were carried. And it was in Asian cultures. So like they would carry them around on those things, you know, those.
I'm still figuring out why. What's the advantage here?
It was a symbol of status. It was like, I'm so important that I don't have to walk. I don't need feet to walk, kind of a.
Why didn't they just cut the feet off?
How? I don't know. Probably because you'd have bled to death.
Tell me, Kim. Tell me. Okay.
My guess is you would have bled to death.
Maybe, but they, you know,
I don't know, but
into the 20th century, they knew how to.
Yeah, I've seen recent pictures of
this
that.
This is a picture. Oh,
mild. No, that's mild.
Look at on the bottom of that foot are the toes.
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen so many worse ones that that's terrible.
What's
that's
the matter,
bad enough.
Waylon? You don't have a foot fetish?
No, I don't.
You don't want to suck on the toes?
I'll be honest. I want the foot to look more like a foot.
Yeah, I mean, I like nice looking feet.
Yeah, I want them to look, you know, yeah, exactly. Like maybe not like a hobbit or anything, but holy cow, man. Let's move on. The ballet boots.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds terrible too. The ballet boots, inspired by the ballerina point shoes, became popular in the 80s. Okay, now we're talking as a contemporary fashion trend. It was the combination of high heels and pointed shoes. The wearer's foot was forced to an almost end-point form.
Worst shoes ever.
However, the boots were not intended for prolonged standing, walking, or even dancing. An example of it is recent times was, or might be, the armadillo shoes by late British fashion designer Alexander McQueen. Repeatedly worn by Lady Gaga. Unfortunately, if you value your ankles, you would try as much to stay away from these shoes. So, like, has anyone? We talked about shoes before. For some reason, a lot of these fashion trends have to do with feet. But Has anyone seen these
You're running the
memes?
show.
That's okay. I just looked at this is the top 10 of fashion trends of history, so it's worth looking at. But has anyone seen this meme? The memes going around about Ron DeSantis and his shoes.
I have not.
So like take politics out of it. Besides the fact that he's basically fizzled out, but the thing is he wears platform shoes but won't admit it, and everybody's like posting all these pictures of him where it's just obvious, where it's like there's like no one's bottom half of their leg is that big, or like these different pictures where it just it makes me think of these types of shoes right here where your foot is all bent down, but it looks like a normal boot otherwise, even though the boot is like way bigger than a person's foot. And like there's these hilarious memes. I'll look one up here in a minute. But there's this funny, like, I mean, whether you like him or you don't, there's just some funny shit coming out where he's like, he just won't admit it, because there's a lot of reasons. I guess most presidents have been 6 foot or 5'11" or taller, or 6 foot or taller. I'm not sure what the number was, but he's like 5'9", and so he's been wearing these like heels inside of his boot, and people are calling him out, and instead of him like playing it off and just being a joke, making it a joke, like he's like got guilt face basically and pretending like it's not real. Oh no, like these are real, like. And so anyway, it's been really funny seeing some of those pictures come out. He's gotten mad at some personalities that have talked about it. That's how you know it's true, when someone when they get mad about it.
Right. Kat says her internet cut out and she can't open StreamYard. And then she apologized.
That's okay, Kat. I'm sorry
Thank you for coming up.
about your internet, but yes, thank you for coming up. Crinolines were hoop skirts women in the 19th century wore under their actual skirts. They were a lighter relief and freed ladies from their heavier petticoats. Okay. And they were able to move their legs very freely beneath the cage. It was made from horsehair and thread of steel. And the whole purpose of the huge apparatus was to make the skirt look fuller. The the contraptions, were quite dangerous as they were susceptible to gusts of wind. Oh, fun. Risky near cliffs or at the top of tall buildings. Oh, man.
Yeah, you go Mary Poppins and that.
Bye, Toto.
Holy cow, those are way bigger than I thought.
Wow, those are big. Yeah,
although that's just a depiction, but still
quite large.
Look at me, my bum is in here. That's and the dude's like, he's got a. They've got the wooden like Pizza Hut pizza like spatulas to pass them
like
stuff.
Your champagne, my dear.
The lady looks like she's got a mustache too. I'm not just saying. No offense, lady. Male corsets. Oh, Steve-O, we got to get these, bro. Men wearing corsets is nothing new, it says. Several notable men in history have been known to wear corsets or corset-like garments for therapeutic or aesthetic purposes. They were worn in the 19th century to promote proper upper body posture while on horseback, help soldiers fit into their uniforms, and to protect the spine if they were ever thrown off the horse. It also served to prevent the brushing or the bruising of the kidneys as the soldiers were galloping along Nevertheless, corsets for men fell off the mainstream fashion and went underground in the 20th century becoming part of subculture until it revival by Dior in the 50s for his new look fashion.
So I had this this guy that I worked with when I was in the Air Force. He was a master sergeant, and he was soon to retire, and he was fat as hell. I mean, this guy was fat, and somebody must have said something to him, because all of a sudden he started wearing a damn corset.
Oh.
But it was awful because he had like muffin all over the place.
Oh
He
gosh.
had that
Muffin
fat
top?
muffin from all over the place. That was a military guy. That was when we were in the military.
I was in the reserve, so we
Wow.
saw a lot of that. You know, you had like Walmart cops in there on the weekends, bossing people around because they had a little bit of authority just for 1 week in a month. You know, I'm your platoon sergeant in the reserves. Anyway, but let's see. We're coming up on at about 10 minutes. I'm going to do another dab or two. It's been
I'm ready. Do
it's
it,
been a
Dad.
good discussion. It's been a good discussion. I appreciate everybody's input in the comments, guys. Thank you very much. Still got, what do we got over there on the Steve-O on the Rumble? Let's go check. We got 17 watching so far.
Sorry, remember when you were setting the background?
Yeah.
Right now, I was just like, what's moving in my house?
I got 3.
I looked next to me. I was like, what? Oh.
I got 7.
Hell yeah. Guys, if you're watching on Rumble, hit that like button. I appreciate that. If you're watching on Facebook, go over to Rumble. And if we get some people to go over to Rumble, then we could probably just do a little after show on Rumble and play some copyrighted music. It's fun.
Look how he says it.
It's fun.
Specifically copyright.
Well, like we can over there, we could play videos of like our subject. We could do all sorts of things that are considered no over here.
Jeremy
Have
says,
a great night, Jeremy.
Great night, y'all.
You do the
Good
same.
night.
Yeah, we can go on and on about the subject, but it's been a pretty fun one. We've gone through the gambit. We didn't really talk about swimsuit fashion, banana hammocks and such.
Someone in the comments says he has a silk one. I forgot who said it.
A silk what?
Banana hammock.
Oh, nice. Probably Wayne. Was it Wayne?
No, Wayne's not on this one. So it was
I
either Jeremy or Wes, I think. Or someone else.
Well, I mean, so much has changed with so much has changed with what's like allowed as far as swimsuits, and that's been a big difference too. Like men, we sort of want like nice thick baggy shorts now that go down to our knees. Like that's kind of we're not doing the Sonny and Cher, up to our like a lot of men don't do the Speedo these days, but some do. I guess it depends on where you go. I guess maybe in like bigger beaches somewhere. I bet you see a lot of them, but
okay, you 3.
depends on your shape too. It depends on if you feel like you're in like buff shape. You're gonna maybe wear a Speedo.
You 3, be honest. Do you wear Speedos? Do you wear like swimming shorts, or do you wear long shorts?
The shorts.
No, you just can't say shorts.
Why?
Are they like
with the net inside there?
Are they like 80s gym teacher shorts?
No. In track, in high school and track, we wore those kind of shorts, man. The men were wearing these, and women wore basically a pair of underwear. Like you're wearing a bikini bottom.
Mm-hmm. I played volleyball. Yeah.
And it's like wow, like whose thought is this? Like who? Like hey, like these greasy people at the, no offense, Kim, but like up above you, like at the administration level, they're like, let's make the girls wear the what is this? Are these shorts? Bikini bottoms. These are shorts.
Board shorts, he says. Wes says it was not me. Mine is fishnet. Ooh, even better. Okay.
Jorts. Man, yeah, I remember jorts. Remember cut off like jean shorts. Yeah, man, you made them yourself. Or like Steve-O, you were talking about like the bandana and stuff, and it's like if you're wearing a shirt, you cut off the sleeves yourself. That was the thing, and it wasn't just the sleeves. You got to cut down a little lower than the sleeves. Sorry, you got to cut down a little bit lower. wear gym
Yeah,
shorts
you
or
guys
cargo
always
short
have to
chain.
go
Okay.
right to where the nipple shows. Guys always do it right that low.
Yeah.
Just low enough that women can't steal it.
Well, and that was the whole talk earlier about like what women wear. Like that was where I thought it might get a little contentious because it's hard because sex sells, and so these days, man, it's just everywhere in every commercial. You know, you got to find someone who's attractive to play the actor the part.
I feel like that's kind of always been. They've always, even if it was the back in the black and white TV
We
days,
just
they
have so
always
much more
had a
access
cute
to it, though.
housewife.
You're
Yeah,
not
they always
wrong.
got a
It's just
cute
that there's so
housewife
much
on
more.
there.
Right. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
we not like even our memes are sexualized and stuff. It's like you can go online and every person who is on there who's attractive is probably going to put up selfies here and there. And it's like they're not always real. They're like photoshopped and certain angles and all of that. We're all guilty of it. But what are we doing? We're really just trying to look good. What do we mean by that? Attractive, probably. And a lot of times it's because we think that's what sells, and it does. And it's so crazy how people we're chemical factories, but we're also in our heads try to be moral and try to have like these, oh, let me look at you in the eyes, right? But then the chemical factory is going on inside here. You know what I mean? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. What I've learned as I get older is because I literally was wondering, you know, some years ago, I was like, I was getting ready to get raised, and I was like, why am I doing so much for, you know, this person or whatever? And I stopped, and now I understand. I'm not doing that for other people. I'm doing it to make myself feel good. And you know, if that's why, you know, as you know, talking about women doing hair, makeup, men hair, makeup, whatever. If you do that to make you feel good, then do it. You know.
Yeah, but I would push back on that because I don't think it was originally like I don't think the first woman that put on makeup and it was men first. I know this, or even we'll just say the first person. I don't think the first person to put it on was doing that strictly because they thought it would make them feel good. It was
No, I
always
mean,
about attraction, right?
with age, I've learned why I do this, and maybe I do it different for different reasons now, right? Yeah, maybe I still do it, but do it for different reasons. But you know, when I was younger, younger, you know, I did have my phase where like, oh my gosh, I can't go out without my makeup. I gotta paint my face, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to Walmart anytime.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because we are always subconsciously trying to be a version of what we want to see in other people, I think. And sometimes that's us, whether or not we look down on ourselves, but we dress up to like.
I think that depends on the individual. I don't think I wouldn't agree with everybody on that.
I mean, a lot of times we are hypocritical because we will criticize in other people like the way they dress. It can be a reflection of us, you know, when we criticize, because what we really don't want to admit is that I don't know the best way to dress. I'm not an expert on, you know what I mean? And so if I'm somebody that's out there making fun of you, what are you wearing that for? Then what is it? Why am I, what makes me an authority on, you know? And so when people are out there like talking trash about like celebrities, like what they wear and stuff, I think it's fair game. No, don't get me wrong, but it's just not something I get into because yeah, if you're a celebrity, then yeah, you probably got some guy like some like Dolce and Gabbana or somebody, you know, hitting you up like wear my dress or whatever. And it's like, I get it. You know, there are probably some crazy offers out there for like these weird like dresses. And there's some interesting ones. You see these celebrities on the red carpet with these crazy like dresses and stuff. That one, did you see AOC with the white dress that had like words written all over it and stuff? It's like, oh, there's a statement. And so it's fashion is a statement more as much as it is just, I want to be warm today. Like, you know, it's crazy. fashion and hair combined. I think it's like you gotta combine the two. We can't just go.
Yeah.
Hair
Like
combined.
Steve-O, you could go with any fashion you want. Like you can come in with like dreads
On it.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Anti fashion.
Nice.
Tax the rich, Kellen.
Anti-apparel stoner.
Until there's no rich left, and then we all just eat each other. Oh, sorry. Looking is in what? Wes says looking is in our nature, both sexes, but there is a difference. Yeah, I mean, men are more visual generally. Jason, what's up?
I tried to make it the whole way, guys, but I'm at 8%. So I just wanted to say I love you guys. So it does
Same,
work,
bro.
Waylon. Keeping that camera off does make it last longer. So
That's what she said. I try to do that, but they always want the camera on. I guess. I don't know.
You beat me to it, man. You beat me to it.
let
Different
you right
jokes,
into it. So
same
have a great
punchline.
one, everybody.
Good night. Love your face.
Same, bro.
I was gonna tell him you've been riveting, Jason. I'll tell him next time. That's what was on her nice dress.
I just caught that.
Oh, that's what it said, Kellen. Okay, gotcha. I was typing that. Damn it. Okay, I got you, Kellen. I forgot. That's what it said on there.
Let's
Yeah.
just
Anyway.
look at that dress that Lady Gaga wore that one time that was made out of meat.
Oh, I don't remember that, but that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of these?
She made a complete. She had a designer dress made completely out of raw meat.
Yeah, it was one of the
For
things that
like
kind of
the award show or one of a big show. I don't know what
kind of threw her into the spotlight when she first started becoming popular. Don't you think, Melanie?
Oh yeah.
She's like, you know what I want? Want me a dress made of meat? What? You're crazy. Let's go. Let's do it.
I don't
Yeah, I
care
can
what
see it.
your point is. I don't want meat all over my body like that. That is gross.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
You got me.
Got her.
Good one. Good job.
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I was holding
That was great.
I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but that was funny.
She looked tasty, Kellen says. Roast her over an open fire, huh? I mean, no, don't do that, you guys. I'm not condoning violence of any kind. Just to the meat that she's wearing. Just to her meat.
Want to kill her meat.
Her meat.
That's what he said.
You know, we didn't really get into a lot about other countries either. And I tell you what, there's some really cool things. Like I believe it was the Philippines. I want to say it was the Philippines that came up with a way to make clothing out of banana leaf fibers, and it wasn't very long ago. And it's like they have this whole like export that they didn't have before. And I swear it was Philippines, but I can't say that 100%. So don't come back at me, y'all. But I think
I'm
so.
hoping they start using hemp more.
I don't like a place like that that they already have. They already have a huge cash crop of bananas. So they've just found like the byproduct, the waste that was already being thrown away. It's like, and they found that was a really nice, kind of like hemp being used as fibers, you know. But yeah, you're right. Hemp should be taken over for paper and cloth and rope and things like that. It should be. Now we're experimenting with it on the hempcrete, you know. But hey, I really like that too. But it's like, let's go with at least what we know it's good for, at least the rope and whatnot. I know that's off topic, but anyway. I know we did talk about we did a whole episode on shoes, and shoes does come up a lot with fashion, but
shoes make or break an outfit.
Yeah, but they're also practical too, like the time of year, the place you're going, like if you're at home. So
that's why you have to have 57 pair.
I mean,
57.
I do end up having a bunch. You know, it's like shit.
I have over 300 pairs.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I haven't counted, but yeah.
I have at least 60 pairs of Converse.
Oh
I have
wow.
at least 30 pairs of Nikes.
Oh my gosh.
And that doesn't even count boots and high heels.
Yeah,
and
you got me. You
See,
got me.
wait, let me ask you then this. Do you have a whole bunch of gloves that match different things and scarves and like
That's
there's a
me.
lot of accessories that go with style.
She said, "Hell, that's me." Yep.
I'm not an accessory person. I don't wear
I
jewelry.
am.
I like
don't
my necklaces I've gotten from the Can Fam, but other than that, I don't go out and buy jewelry or anything. I do have a watch that does feel a little bit like an accessory to me because I don't use it as a watch. It's just there on my wrist, you know. So to me, it's just because it's a smart watch, so it's not even that much of a looker. It's probably more expensive than the shiny silver fossils that I would have used back in the day. You know what I mean?
I know
But it's
my
just a
Fitbit
black
is.
watch.
Yeah, I would never have spent what I spend on my Fitbits for just regular watches. But before I started wearing Fitbits, I used to collect watches like your shoes. I had hundreds, and now I've sold a lot of them because I just get new bands for this one.
Oh, cheers.
I have I quit buying Fitbits. I have them for about a year and they crap out, and then I'm like,
Oh wow!
I have to buy a new one, and it's like no more. I'm not
This one,
investing in them anymore.
I've had this one for 2 years and it's doing great. My last one I probably had for a couple years. Yeah, I just wait until
Let's pull up the Rumble chat.
something new, like when there's a Black Friday sale on one of the ones that's been out. But I like this one. It's the 3. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of them. Hello, Rumble.
We got Rumble live on the screen. Everybody's gone from Facebook. I got 6 people left on the Foosbook. What's up, Foosbookers? Anyway, I wish they would get that fixed.
What?
So that we could see all the numbers and like Steve-O's and my Rumble all on StreamYard. Hi, Derek.
Yeah.
How are you tonight, man? What's your fashion? Looks like you're a fisherman.
Hi, Derek.
There's a whole fashion now for ways of life. I mean, there always was, I guess, probably, but if you're a hunter, you're wearing like a lot of times you got these hunter types that are wearing the real tree and the, anything camo and whatnot, right? You have like different fashion styles that sort of tell people what it is that you do. A lot of times.
I can see that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Athletes, or sports fans. Sports fans for sure is a big one.
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, oh, well, I know what team this guy is all about. An outdoors person, Derek, right? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like construction workers, if they're constantly working 10-hour day, so they're always in their construction boots. Stuff like that would be one. Obviously, grocery store workers or people with names,
Hey, Jimmy sent me
with the shirts. You know what I meant?
Yeah. Jimmy just sent me a picture and said that it says unable to comment. Something went wrong. Please try again later. Whenever he tries to comment on Rumble, so he says he's been trying to comment on Rumble, but it won't let him.
Who is
Eric,
and why is he putting a link?
Where? Derek?
Rumble. Eric?
Eric's fine.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, that's for Indoor Farmer Review link. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
We're
you.
good with that.
Yeah, I've actually told people I want more people over there commenting. So I want people, if I know you, if you have, or even if we don't know you, and at least you've been around a little bit and commenting and stuff, I'm okay with you promoting in Rumble. Like I'm totally cool with it because, especially if it's, unless it's something like gross, right?
No fans only.
But all my Rumble or my locals members and any of our friends that come over from Facebook in general, they're all welcome to comment up a storm.
Awesome.
The more you comment, the better on the Rumble. So, hey.
Wow. Hit it again there, mister.
Hit what again? Oh,
another comment.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a review number 51. Why I don't know why you're linking that, Eric, but
Eric is a moderator.
Oh yeah, I did make a bunch of people moderators a while back.
Thank you for letting me know that.
I don't remember.
Is that
just
what
on
the
Rumble.
other little? I can't. I went to scroll the freaking Rumble.
What?
I went to scroll on Rumble to the chat. I said, "Is that what that second?"
Oh.
Is that what the second tag is? The gray one or whatever.
It must be. Yeah, I forgot who all was anointed.
Yeah, I went to swipe down to see if anybody else has it, and the whole thing went down. I was like, "Whoa, wait!"
But either way, Eric's cool. I would have been fine with it, but
just
yeah.
looking out. No worries. All love, love, respect.
So, well, speaking of,
stuff.
it's a good time to say this. I've decided to make some changes on how I do things, and what I'm doing is offering anybody that pays subscriptions of $10 or more to get in on a random gift away, and I'm going to be going to get something rather large. I haven't decided yet. We're going to show it off and stuff, and so I'm going to start trying to do something that's like really over the top every month, but only for, I gotta raise the ante a little bit on that. But other than that, it's really the only announcement I had. Steve-O, got anything that you need to announce to anyone? Anything?
Oh, sorry, real quick. The purple one. Okay, so Shane's a moderator too. The purple one is the moderator one.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for letting me know that. I'm not on there often, so.
Well, that's what it is. Okay, I was wondering the same thing. Okay, cool.
I have a different
We've
one.
all learned. Jimmy, Waylon let us know.
Thanks, Jimmy. Steve-O did.
Or Steve-O did. I'm sorry. My Eddie's kicked in.
It's okay.
What is?
All good. That's a man with some style there, Jimmy Mead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't forget, tomorrow night I got my IWK 710 daily sesh at 6 p.m. Central Time.
All right. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do for this Sunday. Gonna figure it out though. Always come up with something, right? So okay, I'm gonna say that what would you guys think the biggest, the most influential piece of clothing has been in the last 100 years? I have my guess.
Jeans.
That's what I was gonna say. Jeans, man. Blue jeans. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I was like, when did the bra come out? Longer
Okay,
than that.
touche. I could see that being a very big thing because we've
I
had
mean, we
like,
hate it, but you know,
right, there were whole like riots over it, like burning the
yeah,
bra burning
that
and
was the
whatnot.
thing.
Yeah. So yeah, Eric agrees too. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. The blue jeans, even though I don't have to wear them as often because I don't have to leave my house as often, it's like it's kind of I don't know if I want to say a treat. At 11 people watching over on the Sir Steve-O channel, y'all. Where's the? I can't get to your live chat, bro. Oh, here it is, live chat. They move the buttons around.
Oh yeah, starting to work on that Rumble, starting to get it going. What up, homie?
Get it, yo. Rumble. It's like I honestly I think there's a couple reasons why maybe I'm losing steam over there, but hey, I'm not gonna fret. If you guys haven't followed the channel already, please follow either whatever channel you're watching us from. Follow our lovely ladies here. I don't know. Are you all ready to wrap it up or?
My wife's home.
Yeah, I am rumbly in the tumbly.
Yep, it is about that time for me as well. I went to the store, but yeah, I mean, I'll just finish by saying like it is an interesting time where we've got such a sort of niche little sections of society because of the fact that our sort of styles have been so spread out because our popular figures have been so spread out. You know, I think the internet makes style kind of difficult, or at least not style, but a centralized style is not really a thing anymore. You might have it in certain sections and certain groups, but it's interesting, you know. Yeah, it's been a good show. Thank you guys very much. Let me finish my little scrape here. Luca Bear,
Thank you for hosting.
I try. You guys are welcome to start the show if you want, or I thought that was a good idea, but maybe we'll get back to it. Yeah, much love, guys, over on the Rumble. Appreciate y'all. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. We said Steve-O and I were there commenting. There we go. John Doe, you're not late. This is the second time you've been here. Cody says, I need my math for anyone good with math. But you literally came in here to find someone to help you with your math homework?
Thank you for explaining that to me, Shane.
What is it? What do you think about fashion, Cody?
Yeah.
Like, we were looking for... He came in here for a math teacher. What's going on? I don't think Kim does that.
I don't do math.
Yeah, she's not a math teacher.
You don't want me to teach.
If you ask ChatGPT your math question, it'll give you an answer. Good night, Eric. Yeah, good night, everybody. I just saw that. I was like, what? Oh man, Cody, man, what a mom right there.
What's up, Cody?
Homework.
Thank you, everybody. Kim's cat, everybody. Steve-O, everybody watch Steve-O tomorrow night on the NOK network. Steve-O, let's take it home, brother.
All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks, Melanie. Thanks, Kim. You guys are the best. And Waylon, what are we going to do? We got to smoke weed every day.
Most every day, yeah. Okay, he's right. Smoke weed every day, right?